Hello everyone, welcome to a new live stream. Hello. So it's a quick live stream. I know that it is a little bit surprising directly just putting the live stream there because of course I need to do some things today. Of course I have many things to prepare and also later on as well. So I found a little bit time right now, and of course I'm gonna give this 1 hour for a live stream. Also, we have a live stream for the stock market, not just for crypto. So on the next channel, if you're interested also as well at 6:30, we're gonna start 1 hour live stream to, of course, see the stocks, what it might do also for Monday. Hello, Camel Blue. Hello, Shafi. Welcome, guys. Nice to see all of you guys. So of course we're gonna have some requests. Basically, this stream is for special requests. We have one, of course, from our Discord. I'm not sure if someone else. Yes, of course. MT asked for FET virtuals and JASMY again. Okay, yes. I mean, those are main coin, FET, and virtuals. So we're gonna put this there, and yeah, we're gonna put here JASMY in case we have more time, because of course we want to leave space for everyone, and we have only 1 hour. So we have, of course, a question here, a poll. Would a bull run unfold this week? Are we gonna see a bull run this week? Probabilities, I don't know. Let's see. What do you say, guys? And we'll see, of course. We're gonna watch what's gonna happen. But basically, I want to mention today what happened is, of course, a wave 2 here. Of course, we were expecting a wave 1 to be finished here as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go 15 minutes exactly. So we have 1, 2, wave 3, wave 4, and a 5 finished. Currently, you're looking for a wave 2. Now, is this an impulse? Very likely, yes. Can be an impulse. Can be a wave A, B, and a C for higher. Or it can be something very corrective in W, X, and a Y. Or a zigzag. We're gonna dive a little bit inside it in the structure. But what I can say is that we hit the 0.38. And we drop kind of like down from here. But not yet clear. Of course, it can still be corrective and still looking for higher. It can be a correction and then moving for wave C. So let's dive a little bit inside this structure just to see what do we have here. So basically, we can say the low is exactly in this candle here, right? After confirmation for a wave 5 here, let me check. A, B, C, D, and a E, yes. A, B, C, D, and a E, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, so your wave 4 is kind of like this, and this is only one single wave 5. All right, yes, everything is convincing, I would say, as wave 1, wave 5, almost the same length, almost same length, same time. So very, very likely. Okay, so we start from there. We have 1, 2, here 3, 4, and a 5. So yes, this is a wave 1 here, wave 2, 3, yes, perfect, 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now we took the high, but this is not a convincing wave 5. Therefore, I still think that we are still in an impulse here, wave 4 and a 5. Yep, we still need one more leg anyway to finish this impulse, unless it's gonna turn corrective. If it turns corrective here, meaning like ABC, and then you get here something like ABC or AB and a C, somehow like this, with an X in between, that might be your wave 2, and then we drop down. So the possibilities here for this current move is whether it is a triangle, running triangle, because this is higher. Let me check if this is exactly higher or not. Well, actually, obviously, yes. Yes. So running triangle, okay, might be, can be running triangle A, B, C, D, and an E, and then one more leg toward the upside. This might be your wave A. And then we move down. Meaning, once you take this, it might be, of course, this is, we cannot say confirmation for higher because it might be a very shallow wave 5. So I'm gonna keep it gray dashed, of course, here, that you might take the high, okay? or the high taken. Okay, the high taken. All right, so meaning be careful because the high is taken and it is more than enough. Once you take the high, you finish, of course, an impulse, you move down. Now, if this is a wave A, we move down for wave B, and then we move for wave C potentially, or it can be bullish, right? But what is the potential to be bullish after an impulse? This is a question mark. So if you are here in an impulse after a big impulse, you start with a smaller one, therefore ABC, probably the perfect fib levels for wave 2, and then dropping down. So still, of course, much higher probability here still, of course, for the bearish. You have a huge impulse here downward regarding, in comparison. That means, of course, in case even if you finish an impulse over there, you might get an ABC. Unless we hit above this target, above the 1-to-1 fib level, and we, of course, simply continue toward the upside. Therefore, to be reconsidered, potentially here something different, maybe bigger wave 2. But of course, when this happens, we're gonna take the high here and invalidation of a third 1-2 here, meaning the scenario where you might have triple 1-2s is gone in case we take the high. But potentially you might still, of course, have a big 1-2 even in the blue zone. Therefore, we still have, I would say, a lot of levels to break. To confirm, of course, a bullish here, a bull run for Bitcoin as well. So basically, in case bearish, meaning, let's go back to this area. If we take invalidation, yes, here is your invalidation. This, it's already taken. Interesting. Yeah, so we have to be careful. If already taken, it's a wick at the end. It's a wick, but we gotta be careful. Because if you are in a 1-2-3, wave 4 already touched the zone 1. So very interesting. We gotta be careful with this one, okay? However, to make sure that we are bearish, invalidation of bullish, okay? If we take it again to make sure that yes, we are invalidating, meaning no triangle, and even if it is an A, B, and a C here, still very far. Because you need a structure here impulsive, okay? You cannot dive in the zone 1 of this wave 5. Okay, so that is the signal here. So if we take this price, 110K 931, I would say we continue downward. Very simple. Yep, so these are the possibilities. All right, Camel Blue, hello. Doge, yes, let's put Doge on the list. So we're gonna see Doge. Dimusu, VET, yes, VeChain, we can see this. All right, yes. Okay, so let's just check also a little bit quick here for Ethereum. Okay, so for Ethereum, so this is regarding Bitcoin. And by the way, I wanted also maybe to show the today a little bit also because I didn't do the indicator analysis. I was busy a little bit in the morning. So basically, we might have a little bit here, a little bit indicators with RSI. On the 1 hour chart, I see nothing. Honestly, nothing, okay? Nothing really important. Of course, everything is played. And currently, you have the same up and downs. Yeah, so nothing really interesting on the 1 hour chart. But if we go on the 4 hour chart here, you can see, yes, you have a very interesting divergence already played. You can say it is already played here. And we move for higher. Now, in the top here, we still see kind of like continuation for this trend upward with the RSI. But you still have also exhaustion with the convergence, yeah? So not really, I would say it's played, yeah? So this bullish divergence can be played and finished. On the daily, which is very interesting, The daily one is very clear divergence here, okay? And you start to see, of course, the higher prices, but it still can be that you might move for lower, okay? So even if you move for lower, and this move for lower even for the RSI to hit exactly the low, it might be also still, of course, in divergence. And this might be your ABC. Don't forget the scenario that we have ABC, which it is, of course, in confluence with a bull run, probably. Okay, can be in two possibilities 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 ending diagonal, or ABC ending diagonal, right? One of those two bullish scenario in the deep analysis. Sorry, guys. I'm muting a little bit because I'm still having some side effects from the flu. To hydrate a little bit. All right. So in the RSI, I would say there are some, of course, signals here. There are some signals for divergence for bullish, but of course it doesn't mean that it has to continue upward. It still can move downward because the divergence is still there. Okay. Now the most interesting one is the weekly. Okay, the weekly, we have to watch it so much because it is a big huge divergence in bearish. Okay, so it's a huge one. So we gotta be careful. It might be, of course, your end of the bull run here very clearly. Okay, so we see, of course, divergence, continuation in divergence, and even you can see that the price start to incline, yeah, decline, yeah. Within here, it was still climbing up. Right now, of course, it start to decline. So you can start to figure out that the momentum is shrinking down. Okay, so we gotta be careful. Plus, of course, the divergence of the bearish here, it might be very critical here. It's a weekly, yeah, so we gotta be careful. All right, that is regarding the RSI. Let me check the MACD. The MACD, the weekly as well, we gotta be very careful with it. Bearish cross plus bearish momentum. Very clear, guys. Okay, every time we get bearish cross on the weekly, it might play something lower. Okay, so we might see the same, and it might be this time your wave C. Be careful. It might be even more aggressive because we see divergence also within the MACD here. So it might be aggressive. Okay, so it might be here a wave C as, of course, the big A, B, and a C. So yeah, basically this is regarding MACD. Also, those are the most interesting one. On the daily, we see, of course, a bullish cross here from the low, but I'm not really yet convinced with it so much. So we gotta be careful with it, okay? I'm not yet totally convinced. Now, for our 2-hour chart, they show a momentum for the bullish, but right now, of course, the 1-hour chart is start to decline. So basically, on the lower time frame, we might be looking a little bit higher. This is what it says, right? It might be the ABC. Don't forget that we have the scenario here, this one, right? The blue box, which is, of course, reflecting the lower time frame, and then moving down, which is reflecting the daily and the weekly. So, yep, we gotta be careful with those signals. Yep, so these are regarding for KGT as well. We can see that we have here on the 500. Yes, we have a very strong bearish convergence. So that is very strong. We gotta be careful with it. We might drop down. 5 minute also. Let me check. Well, it's not divergence because this is higher than this one. So it might be that this move towards the upside weak. Okay, you get higher, but it is a weak signal. Okay, it's not divergence. This is a problem. So higher possibility, of course, we can get higher a little bit, but I'm still expecting, of course, a downtrend, like an aggressive one, still for Bitcoin somehow. It can be, of course, the ABC, yeah? It can be the A, B, and a C. But I'm expecting a downtrend. We're gonna see. Yep, so that's it regarding Bitcoin. On the monthly, we have a hidden bullish divergence on the RSI. Well, monthly, that is a very big one, but we can check. What do you mean, monthly? Well, you mean the all-time history. On the RSI, you said. Okay, but monthly, you cannot really. I mean, it's in the oversold area, buddy. What divergence even you're talking about? You mean bullish, right? You mean bearish, right? Because you said bullish. It's a bearish, buddy. You have divergence. Okay, so I don't know if you see this. Okay, if you see this is a very critical bearish scenario here. So and I don't see any bullish divergence. What is the bullish? From the lows, nothing bullish. I don't know, buddy. Epsilon. You need, of course, to know exactly which is right signal on the RSI and how exactly it works. When you see higher highs, this is like convergence with the price action, okay? Meaning simply continuation, right? But if you want to take it a little bit more logical, you see the momentum is declining here. The same for the highs, yeah. So be careful with it. And when you have bearish, you have to take from the highs. When you look at the bearish, okay, you see, of course, a divergence as well, and this might be also very bearish. All right. So this is how you should read the epsilon. It's hidden but bearish. It's the convergence, you mean? The convergence which is hidden, yeah. But it's kind of like just continuation, I call it, for the price. It's not hidden actually because it's very clear that we are in the move towards the upside. But yeah, the highest, the strongest signal is the bearish, of course, here. Okay, guys, let's go for Ethereum and check what is going on a little bit very fast. We're gonna try to give for every coin here 2 to 3 minutes, so we might get more space for everyone. A special request in this 1 hour. Okay, so basically in Ethereum, let's see what did we got lately. We have, of course, we finished the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as an impulse after W, X, and Y. So yes, the 1, 2 here possibility is playing, guys. What if we are in a leading diagonal wave 1, W, X, and Y, wave 2, and you drop down? Of course, this can be an A, B, and a C. Now it takes time. I don't know why. Of course, you're right to think that, okay, it took a lot of time. Why it's gonna unfolding still for lower? I don't know, guys, but what I know is that the fib levels has to be taken. And that's why I think whatever is gonna happen, we need this level in case we are in 1, 2 here. Minimum requirement 3,800. So far, if we want to have some key level to estimate the things, simply because you finished here, you have finished a 1, 2, okay, and you're moving here impulsively, meaning simply taking the low here, meaning bearish, okay, confirmation for lower even. And if we move for higher, which is your next possible blue box, in an A, B, and a C, let me check even 15-minute chart. Yeah, nothing is impulsive here. It can be, yeah, even not a leading diagonal. I mean, look at the wave 3, 5, wave 1. It's not really nice diagonal even, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 somehow. Therefore, I think this is kind of a W, X, and a Y. This what we might get here, or simply regular flat, A, B, and a C somehow. Next blue box, probabilities, yeah, is higher, of course, to get this and then dropping down. Now, if we drop down directly, okay, the direction of the market is downside, guys, right now. So be careful. Okay, and of course, confirmation for higher or bullish here. We would like to see 1-to-1 fib level, meaning if this is a wave 1, 2, let's say wave 3. The wave 3 should break the 1-to-1 fib level impulsively, and then we start to consider it. Okay, we start to consider it at that time. Yep. So it's too early to say it is bullish, of course. I mean, we cannot right now. Highest possibility is bearish. Yep. That's it for Ethereum. So let's watch the levels. Confirmation for lower by taking the low. Continuation for higher, of course, can be possible in a wave 2. If we break the 1-to-1 fib level here, it might be, of course, something impulsive. But don't forget that you still have the perfection for wave 2 as a fib levels. Great. Okay. Can you do SUI? Yes, SUI is next right now. 31, 30, and so good. LDO, you mean? We're gonna see what is that, LDO. I think SUI is breaking out from the trend line right now. SUI is horrible. I was trading SUI today, by the way, and internally the price action is, yeah, as you can see, of course, I was scalping here and I was doing this. But what I don't like here is that, okay, you might have here 1 2 1 2 and then 3 4 5 4 5 4 and a 5 in an ending diagonal. But during the scalping, well, it's horrible a little bit. It's those 2 days, the market for scalping even is very, very hard. And of course, like even when you move towards the upside, even when moving upward, we're moving very, very hardly. Okay, like meaning like a lot of invalidations for impulses internally, and it's a mess. It's a mess. So I see a lot of weakness during the move toward the upside here, and I think even if you have finished here a structure, okay, like let's say an impulse, what it might be, of course, for our scenario here. So for this scenario where we are potentially can be a leading diagonal, can be, of course, or double 1 2 here, 1 2 1 2, that you might have finished a wave 2 in case we are in an impulse here. Yeah, so or double 1 2s, of course, internally can be. Yeah. And we're starting kind of like an impulse for a second 1 2. But however, we have to be careful from the ABC, right, which is still the high. We couldn't reach the high yet, okay, knowing that this is, yes, can be impulsive, or it can be a WX and a Y. We're gonna come back inside it for the bearish. But in case that we are bullish here, I would like to see the high taken, meaning this price here is confirmation for higher, okay? Because you will transform this to, of course, 5 ways up. Now, of course, we're gonna get the wave 2 and then moving up again, but at least, okay, we know that we are in a formation of a wave 1 probably, or a wave A at least. Now, internally, back to this structure here, well, you can count it also differently. You can count it here like kind of like a 1 2, like these, those, rather than triple 1 2s. You might consider here a leading diagonal, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, finished wave A, wave B, and then kind of like an ending diagonal also 1 2 3 4 5. Sorry, 1 2 3 4 and a 5, meaning A, B, and a C zigzag. So it can be read in also in like this, Okay, so internally you can count this kind of a leading diagonal here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, and then B and a 1, 2, ABC and a 1. Correction, ABC in a wave 3, correction, and currently you might even get one more wave upside for a wave 5. But I stopped there because, yeah, it's horrible. Yeah, it was really horrible. These 2 days, yeah, the market was very, very reversible. Yeah, for in both cases. Yeah. So still, of course, I got out with profits, but it was not easy, guys. It's not the easy one. Yeah, it depends on the market. So we have 19 votes for the bull run that it might unfold this week. We have 53% says yes, 47% says no. Very, very, very equal, I would say. Yep. Wow. Epsilon, sorry guys, I meant on the weekly and not the monthly. Okay, a hidden bullish divergence seems to be playing yes. On the weekly might be yes. Yep. So I'm expecting one more high for Sui here, probably, to finish a wave 5. Yep. Okay. At least. Unless, if we don't finish it, well, you can consider this as a zigzag finished wave 5 over there, which is ugly a little bit. But I remember the last, let me check. When I was scalping this, did we took the high? Yes, we took the high. So you can consider it finished. Yeah. You can consider it finished. So, yep, that's it for Sui. All right, let's see Solana at 37. Okay, we're gonna move a little bit faster also. So for Solana, we see also a little bit much better pattern here. We see kind of like an impulse unfolding, probably 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 internally for wave 1, ABC, wave 2, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 ending diagonal kind of here, or even an impulse, and then you have ABC here. Yeah, so this is your wave 5, AB and a C, of course, wave 4, and then this is your ending diagonal, meaning this is a finished impulse here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yes. Yes. It is a finished impulse, of course, and might means here that you might have finished probably 1, 2, as expected yesterday, as possible scenario, of course. And yeah, then you might see, of course, higher prices if that is the case here. Unless we are unfolding something even running triangle, because so far you got an A, B, C, D, and an E. So let's keep this in mind, by the way. What if, right? What if it happens? And thank you for the hearts. I just see many hearts floating here. Yeah, so basically this might be, of course, a running triangle, which it can be, of course, something even for higher, right? So very interesting. Yeah, if you have 1 here and A, B, and a C, well, this cannot work. Yeah, if you have a big wave 1, our scenario as double 1, 2 here cannot really work unless you consider triple 1, 2s here. But for triple 1, 2s, even like, let's say this is your wave 1, the last wave 1, then you have A, B, C. Well, the wave C, what the hell, right? So it is very, very complex. Or if it is W, X, and a Y, finish wave Y in a running flat, but look how much complex it is. Like we cannot really running flat in a wave Y, yeah. So it's very rare. So basically, I prefer, therefore, yeah, if we are very bullish, guys, we are in 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, And this is your running flat here, and currently you are unfolding the wave 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means this might be your 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for the major wave 3. But if we are very bullish, we need to see really a massive move here. And we need to see, of course, the confirmation for higher taken. Yep. And even before the confirmation for higher, we can see here. All right, so here we go. At least we want to see those levels broken, right? Just to make sure that we are not, I mean, even this is very corrective, right? We cannot really, we don't have to. We don't have to, unless 1, 2, 1, 2, let me check. Well, yeah, okay. This can be a possibility here, sorry guys. Okay, so let's check those level, what it's gonna be the reaction if we move up, because if we break it, the possibility, even if you are in double 1, 2, to move down here is gonna be gone. And that means your confirmation for higher even lower. Here we go. Confirmation for higher might be there. Yes, this is confirmation for bullish. Perfect. What is the price tag? Here we go. 210 is a confirmation for higher, meaning probably ranging in this area. And if we hit it, it's a bullish. We are in bull run, guys. Okay, so that that might be the thing. So the heart's still floating there. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Who's floating those hearts? We cannot see. All right, so that's regarding Solana. For link, let's start with your special request. Guys, here we go. So 4150 for link. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wave 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Solitarios. I think that was you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yep, very likely wave 4 that it's done and finished for link here. Very interesting, guys. So link looks honestly looks bullish right now. Let me check this wave 4. I hope that this is not a leading diagonal. I hope not. So if we have a zigzag, another zigzag. 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, and a C. Okay, we cannot consider this as an impulse. Very interesting. So turning this into corrector. So here we go. We got the signal. Okay, we got the signal. What's going on here, right? And here you got somehow, sorry guys, you got somehow a zigzag. But here we have a problem because zigzag has to be impulse, correction, impulse. And we got kind of like a W, or we got kind of like a zigzag here. So very interesting. So it might be the signal that this something is wrong here, and that of course this might be a very complex structure. But what is the structure then? We finish here, A, B, and a C, A, B, and a C. Here we go. It's a W, X, and a Y, guys. And because of this, I realized that something is wrong, right? We cannot consider it as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. I need to mute. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so basically 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We cannot really consider it because, of course, we have a zigzag. It looks like a zigzag, but it's not a healthy zigzag. It is, of course, here 3 ways, meaning something is wrong in it, turning this into a potential here three ways down and then three ways up for a regular flat, and then having a B and a C expanding flat, and finally finishing a zigzag, meaning W, X, and a Y. Sorry, W, X with a flat expanding and a Y. Yep. And we hit perfectly here the targets. And on the 15-minute chart, are we bullish? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So you got an impulse, you got a correction, and you probably want to see higher prices. Now, if we want to have confirmation, of course, we want to see continuation toward the upside, meaning taking the high as confirmation for higher. This is not taken yet. It might be a deeper wave too, or it might reverse. Nobody knows, guys. Be careful. The market is very reversal, especially crypto market. Okay, guys, always it reverses a lot. And don't forget that you might still have even A, B, and a C, or another regular flat here for a wave Y. Okay, so it doesn't mean that we're really done and finished. But basically, on a bigger time frame, yes, it looks finished. And yeah, unless I think it's not a leading diagonal, because that's why I want to check if it is a leading diagonal, meaning ABC, meaning very, very low. But it is not. It's a WX and a Y. Okay. That's it regarding a link. Let's see FET at 46 minutes. All right. For FET, let's go from my list here. Okay. Oh, wow. It's bullish also. I mean, it's green. 1 hour. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, but you have to be careful here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 interfering. So already three ways. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So A, B, and a C. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So basically, you can consider this so far. It's a three ways up, three ways down, and probably here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we still can reach even this blue zone, all right, in a potential here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yep. It can be the wave 4 still unfolding somehow like that, and then dropping down later on. So we gotta be careful. So basically, I'm gonna label this so far as ABC. Now, breaking the channel, I would say let's take it from there to there, because that might be a signal. So if we break the channel taken from the highs here, okay, if we break it, yes, it might be a possibility that transforms this to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, internally, I don't trust it unless, yeah, I don't trust it. There is no unless, okay? I was saying unless it is leading diagonal, but you don't have wave 4 interfering with zone 1. So there is no unless. Yep, so I'm still looking probably for higher here in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then dropping down. All right. Alfonso, hello, bro. How you doing? Nice to see you here. Yep, that's it regarding FET virtuals at 48.30. So virtuals. So for virtuals, we are still, of course, in this downtrend, and we're still looking for a potential wave 4. Now, we were expecting wave 5, but we see that it came back for probably longer wave 4, meaning simply taking the high a little bit in a B, and a C, and dropping down. Yeah, so we're not yet set for bullish, of course. Internally, let's see if we have impulses here. So this, it's a wave 3 longer than wave 1. Yeah. What is your wave 4, 5, by the way? Let's say it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So no need to analyze it even. So it says 3 waves up, 3 waves down, or 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So yes, basically we're getting a little bit longer wave 4 here. We might hit the trend line and then drop down. If we break it, don't forget the scenario where you have a wave Y. Okay, but a very low possibility to break it. Why? Because we just counted internally. You don't have a wave 1, right? You don't have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a very low possibility to be bullish yet. Okay, be careful, guys. It is corrective, still upward. Dogecoin at a 50-minute. Doge. Okay. Solitarius, you will get pains in your fingers if you keep clicking on that heart. But thank you so much, buddy. It just distract me a little bit. So basically, wow. Okay, Dogecoin is impulsive. Yeah, Henry, hello. Can you do XRP? If we have more time, we're gonna do it. Yes, if we have more time. Madflow, hello, buddy. Nice to see you. That is also a good trend. A line on link to confirm the bullish on 2 hours. You mean you're asking if there is link on link? Yes, I can provide this. Sorry, buddy. Yes, it's a good idea. Here we go. Yes, preferably this one. Now, of course, you can consider this one, but this one is risky because you might break it and then hit the upper one, which is, of course, a confirmation that you're getting out of it, right? So yeah, basically, yes, let's take this one, the bigger ones. They always. Here we go. So A, B, and a C 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 might still be unfolding here for link. Be careful as well. Okay, only if we break it, we might be bullish in a wave Y. Okay, but don't forget the ABC wave 4, wave 5, in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, back to Doge, I think. Yes. Okay. Doge. Sorry, who asked for Doge? Okay. Let's refresh the mindset a little bit. Even bigger. Okay, I see a lot of triangles in Doge in Dogecoin. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. Let me put the daily here. Okay, we might be also in a triangle. Yes, we might be in an A, B, and a C, and a D, and an E. Currently, you might be in the wave D. But here you have kind of like a double 1, 2s, which is very interesting. And if we are in a 1, 2s, but internally, oh, okay, it looks like in the 1, 2s, but when you go inside it, it is not. Okay, so it's a W here, potentially X and a Y. Okay, or simply 3 ways up, 3 ways down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, regular flat, and we move towards the downside, or we still corrective. Okay, now in this correction here, which is complex a little bit, W, X, and a Y, not really even necessarily to be W, X, and a Y. You can call it zigzag here, A, B, and a C. And then we got kind of like an impulse. Is that true? An impulse? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's check again. Sometimes I put the label fast, or I don't really double check every time. Where are we? Here. No, it is not an impulse here. Wave 5 is not an impulse. This is what I'm checking here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's an A, B, and a C, meaning this is also a W, X, and a Y, and not a wave 1. Okay, it's not an impulse. It cannot be a wave 1. Therefore, what I think here is going on, I'm going to clean up because too complicated for Doge, and that because it is a complex structure here. Okay, we are in triangle. And this triangle might be, of course, here after A, B, and a C. You don't have wave 1 even. You have a finished wave C. A, B, C, and you get a triangle. That means A, B, and a C. Yes, you're looking for higher. After you finish A, B, C, D, and a E, and then you move for higher. That's it for Doge. That is much more likely. Okay, D and a E, and then that means you are here in a bigger wave B. Here we go. Too much things. I'm gonna clean up. Too much. Here we go. No need. No need. No need. Okay. So yeah, auto wave 2. So what you are into it here is an A, B, and a C. Very simple. Here we go. Okay. So 3 ways up, 3 ways down. Impulse to finish wave A. Currently you are in a triangle. Wave C to finish a wave B. Because you have an impulse here, wave 1 or a wave A, it is an A, B, and a C, or a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towards the downside. But we're looking for a wave C upward. And that means your target is a little bit, can reach this area. Wave C regular flat, here we go. Yep, you might be in an expanding flat. Well, I prefer to go fib level in linear. Here we go. 0.36. There you go. All right, so A, B, and a C, and then dropping down. Okay, that's it regarding Dogecoin. All right, so let's see VeChain or VET, 56 minutes 30. For the would a bull run unfold this week? The poll we still 53. Wow, even after 30 votes. Who did not vote? Just do it, guys. Let us see a clear answer. That is too much 50-50. Yep. You're very welcome, Madflow. Most welcome. I'm not alone. You deserve all the support I can. Oh, thank you, buddy. Thank you very much, man. You're very Alfonso, bro. If you have time, can you have a look at XLM? I don't think we have time anymore. Sorry, buddy. But maybe next time, of course. If you find a chart, long history, I'd be better. But there are not many on TradingView. Well, it looks like you never saw our XLM videos. So if you go back to the videos, bro, you can find XLM. And it's one of our main listing. So that is a daily already, and the all-time history already found, yes. So that might answer your questions. So the latest video for XLM was last week, I think. Yes. Okay, guys. So let's move on to finish it with a VET and also do a little bit very fast the other one. So we have a VeChain here. For VeChain, which I don't really like this coin here. Well, one expectation was a leading diagonal, which it obviously did not happen, and it shows simply the triangle, right? So here we go, triangle. Yep, and can be a bigger triangle? Yes, definitely. Can be a bigger one? Yes. And obviously, the price is consolidating so much in VeChain, and that's why I don't like it, because not really nice price action. Also, already in the all-time history. So what I'm expecting here after this downtrend, yes, much clearer price here. Let me clean up again, the same as we did for a Dogecoin. So look what is going on, guys. Here we go, fresh start. All right, so what you have here is an A, B, and a C. So be careful with this triangle. It is your wave B here. Now you have an A. No, sorry. A here. Let's put this in brackets. Yeah, corrective. 1, 2, 3, 4. No invalidation. 5. Yes. Because this is an impulse. It is your wave 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You have an A, B, C, D, and an E, and you might drop down for a wave C. Be careful. Okay. So an A, B, C, D, and an E. Here we go. Yeah. And this is a 1, 2, 3. Sorry. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave A or a wave 1, but I believe it is a wave A, of course, first. And then, of course, after an A, B, and a C, you drop down a little bit. Meaning, on the all-time history, what we might be into it. Let's check. Here we go. If we dive deeper, yes, it's a deeper wave 2 or a wave B. Very simple. Meaning, if you are here in 3 waves up for a wave A, you are in a wave B potentially here. It might be a wave 1, of course, as an impulse. A, B, and a C. Oh, even it's not finished, but it's going to turn probably here. Oh, it's a triangle. It might be even then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Man, I love dailies. It shows clarity, right? So because also it is a triangle, it can be as well a finished ABC here for a 1, ABC wave 2, and then moving towards upside. So you're still looking for lower. However, I think here even we're very close for the 886, right? Or this is the one, 886. Yes. But you still can get the low. I mean, even I think the 886 is gonna be taken, guys. So be careful. Meaning is you're gonna take the 886 and move up, but nothing is bullish. It's gonna turn into ABC here. Be careful. Yep. That's why I don't really like so much. So let's see JASMY first, and then XRP and LDO. So 1 hour, 2 minutes. Okay, we're gonna do this very fast. So for JASMY, we are in a potential also can be triangle, right? After this massive drop, which can be also very complex. It can be, of course, an ABC here. And we're not yet bullish, okay? Obviously. Okay, obviously, we don't have anything yet bullish here on the lower time frame. Here we go. So if you are in 1, 2, wave 3, of course, is gone. Yeah, there is no 1, 2 here. I believe this is turning much more as corrective in triangle. Okay, and I think even we need to clean up this. I think I'm gonna leave it for now. We're gonna keep on the daily. This is the potential A, B, C, D, and E, and we drop down. Be careful with it. So unless here 1, 2, and yeah, this is a problem. Now, if you want to consider this as an impulse 1, 2, here you don't have another 1, 2. Unless it is a bigger wave 2, which is very low possibility. A, B, C, D, E, and then dropping down. Be careful. All right, that's it regarding JASMY. Let's see XRP as well. Wow, yesterday we saw also XRP, but we're gonna see what it did today. So yesterday, yes, we hit our blue box. We have hit it from yesterday. That was yesterday live stream, right? A blue box in a wave 4. So let me unfold the micro levels. Okay, so we have 2 possibilities. This one, okay, we're gonna take this one, which is a potential here, A, B, and a C, or you have the W and the X and the wave Y finished over there. Okay, meaning right now you can see, of course, the price kind of like broke even. It has broke the trend line, right? It is broken, but still, of course, in the fib levels. It's still in the fib levels because the wave 4 diagonal, the original one, you can still be in the 0.618, and you still can be, of course, in a diagonal. How to know which trend we need to break? You copy paste the low part and you put it based on the highest part here. And when the trend breaks this here, therefore, okay, you are bullish. But if you are under this trend, you still, of course, under the diagonal, okay, pressure. Yep, so that's it regarding XRP LDO, which is 1 hour 4 minutes. Let's see what this one is. LDO USD crypto. Horrible. We never analyze such a chart. Always a chart with a direction, whether upside or downside even, but preferably always the upside, because we're not moon boys, but we are, of course, here trying to be fair for everyone. The spot traders or the spot holders and the futures traders. So in both case scenario, that would be much beneficial. Therefore, this one is not recommended and stay away. That was it for today, guys. Thank you for being here. It was a very fast live stream for today, specialized for your special request. I hope that you, of course, like it. And don't forget to share the stream and, of course, press the like button. Thank you and see you in the next one. Have a nice eve, I would say. Bye-bye.